Wake up, Neo. They have you. Hello, welcome to today's vlog. My name is Adam, and today we're hacking the mainframe. we're getting all the terabytes, and do you know, right? Do you know what? I love to watch films set in like before pre-internet times, and they're trying to talk tech. Oh my God, he's going after all the megabytes. And it's like the way they use the terminology of computers as to how most people know them today. I think computer terminology is much more known today in today's world than it was back in the 80s and 90s when it was first starting out. And it's like the terminology in certain films is just so funny. We've got to access the database to get the megabytes. Oh no, he's using all the RAM. And it's like they don't know what they're really talking about, and it's quite funny. Today, I'm gonna be hacking today, right? I'm hacking today, and you'll see that tomorrow. Oh no, you'll see it Sunday. You'll see my efforts of hacking on Sunday. I will show you what I mean by then. I'm just working on that right now. One thing I wanted to say though, right, is I found out two cool bits of information in the last 30 minutes, okay? First off, that code you see, right, which is the matrix code, yeah? What you saw on the thumbnail. That is actually means something, right? It's pretty cool as well, right? So the guy who created that, and he created it specifically for the film The Matrix back in 1999. And he created it and attributed the creation of the code to his wife, who I guess maybe thought of the idea or inspired him to do it. But it's actually Japanese writing, Japanese lettering, and it's all sushi recipes, right? So the Matrix code is, fish dinners, basically, okay? I found that absolutely ace. I obviously, the Matrix was a massive film at the end of the 90s, the late 90s, and the fact that that green code actually means something is cool, but the fact that it's all sushi recipes is even cooler. The other second piece of information I found out today is that on March the 4th, today's date in 2000, in Japan, the PS2 was released, right? That's pretty cool, right? Which means for the PS5, we could get an announcement on March the 4th, wherever it may, when it's March the 4th in America, let's say, they might announce something because they might go, let's coincide it with a date that means something. You never know. I personally thought it was going to be March the 3rd. Turns out it wasn't, unless the event did happen and it's going to be now released on March the 4th, in which case I was right. But either way, maybe by the end of the 5th, we will get information on the PS5. Okay, fingers crossed on that one, right? I found a really cool game for 89 pence on Steam, and it's called Hacknet, right? And you basically play a hacker, right? Or somebody who knows computers, and the whole game is Linux based. So Linux commands, all using keystrokes. You have to play the game using keystrokes, and you have to hack into things and databases and stuff, and retrieve bits of information. And obviously, people are going to be after you and all this, right? But it's so fun to play. But at the same time, it's the most challenging game I've played, because there is a tutorial that teaches you how to do things. And I've gone through the tutorial, and that's what on Sunday I'll show everybody. But the fact is, it does tell you these key commands, right? But it's not very, it's very challenging to do the tutorial, because I've never played it before. I've never owned a Linux computer before. I don't know how to code, the language of Linux. So for me, I'm literally learning everything for the first time, and the game assumes that you know everything the first time. So for me, it was very challenging, let's say, right? Very challenging. to do what all, you know. But I did enjoy playing it, and I will be playing it for a while. It's a very short game as well. It only takes like 6 to 10 hours to complete. That's it. But there is an expansion pack which I may or may not pick up. But it reminds me so much of a game I used to play called Uplink, right? And Uplink was a game where you played a hacker and you had to hack into databases, steal information, and then you would sell it for money. And then you just want to rank up your money and rank up your, stuff like that. It was fun to play. It's very old. I think it's like came out in 2006 or something. So it is available on the Steam store. I may get that in the future. Who knows? It's only like 5-6 quid. But it's I've heard a lot of people say that's not as good as Hacknet. Hacknet is more recent. 2015 it came out. Has a very small following. And let's hope it gets a bigger following, because it's fun to play. Honestly, it's fun to sit here and go, I'm hacking away, and I mean, it's just a game at the end of the day, but it is really fun, and the soundtrack is ace. I've got to try and find that soundtrack. It's on YouTube, but I've got to, it's so cool. Anyway, that's it. I'm off now. Tomorrow, guys, right? Tomorrow, I'm going to weigh myself. We're going to look through my stats, because it's been well over a month now as a vegan, okay? And, my body and my mind, I feel, has changed since, I've become vegan. So we recorded all our results, just prior to going vegan and just after. And now I want to do it again and see what the change is. And soon, in the next couple of days, we're going to start setting a target for what kind of exercise I'll be doing towards the end of these videos. Because this is, what did I say? Video 311 or something like that. We've got like 50 odd videos to go. And I want to be exercising through them videos. And then I can see the difference between me as a vegan without exercise and then with exercise. See what the difference is. So tomorrow, weighing, heart rate, sleeping patterns, the whole shebang. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, take care. I love you all. Bye.